one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. You get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the New York Jets. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Three and out. A real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Wilson. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
5 yards remain on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the ball, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 10, 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Caught on the slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Balaj is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now Carter to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. And Davis with it left side. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd down at 4. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Carter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. And he'll be taken down down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Carter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Second and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Gets through, and now an opening. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now Wilson on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. See if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Kelly. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down to the 35.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now this offense, they keep wanting more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned, and if they keep turning it over, they'll bring them back into the game.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To throw is Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans, 40 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Wilson going to throw for it. Buying time to his left. Complete at the 1. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 31, Mahomes. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Letting one go deep for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Wilson. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A handoff for Carter. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is Rzsl with it, right side. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Caught by the tight end, Rzsl. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Balaj. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On first down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Again, Darnold. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Darnold now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.